Are you a busy mom like I am, where there are days where you get to the end of the day and you think, what in the world did I even do today? Where you almost can't even remember the moments of the day and it just felt like everything was a whirlwind? All right, keep listening for what I have figured out about this. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Sarah, family physician, wife, mom of five, and exercise enthusiast. So, like I said, I am a mom of five. And oh, before I forget, definitely jump down, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any videos. I would love for you to be here and be a part of this community and check out more of my videos. So, I had a moment a few months ago where I was at the end of the day thinking, what did I even do today? Like the entire day felt like a whirlwind. It felt like all of my thoughts were just about the next step as opposed to what was happening like in the right now, in the here and now. And when I started to think about that, it's not something that was every single day, but there were enough days where it was bothering me because I was thinking, like, life is passing by and I'm spending some of these days thinking about the next step. Like, okay, I'd be on the floor playing with my toddler, my two toddlers, and the baby. The big kids would be at school, but playing. And then in my mind, I would be thinking, okay, so in this many minutes, it's going to be time to start making lunch, and then it's going to be nap time, and then. And so I was constantly thinking about like, what's the next step? And realized I wanted to be more present in the actual moments. And so be able to like absorb and remember those moments of being on the floor playing with them or of being outside and on a walk. And like I said, this isn't something that was every single day, but it was enough that I was starting to think about it and trying to think of ways to figure out how to be more present. And so about I think it was like 8 or 9 months ago at this point, I started experimenting again with meditation. And that's something that I had done in the past after I graduated college, early professional years, that sort of time frame. I had, tried it a little bit, experimented here and there over the years. But I always felt like I was doing it wrong. So I would do it, once or twice, and then I would not do it for a few months, and then I would try it again. But every single time I did it, I felt like I was doing it wrong. I was having too many thoughts. I couldn't like empty my brain. I couldn't focus in the moment, all of this stuff. And so it always ended up being more of an anxiety producing experience than anything else. And what I realized when I got back into it, like I said, I think it was like 8 or 9 months ago at this point, when I got back into it, what I realized is it's a practice. So there is no right way to do it. There is no perfect way to do it. Just like with anything else, it's about practicing. And the more you practice it, the better you become at it. It's all about those repetitions. And that allowed me to embrace trying it again. And when I let go of that need for it to feel right, and I just focused on like being in that moment of the meditation and giving myself grace where I would notice other thoughts coming in, it was like, okay, that's okay. I recognize they're here. And that skill of recognizing the other thoughts coming in when they came in and were, potentially trying to distract me from being in the moment, that skill of being able to recognize that and redirect myself has started to grow. Like I've been able to practice that and build on that. And I think that skill has been very important for me in a variety of areas of my life, including parenting, but also as an entrepreneur, as a physician, like all these different hats that I wear, even with movement or exercising, because I have been able to be more present because I have the ability to recognize those other thoughts creeping in. And so I'm able to decide and choose if I want to focus on those at that point or if I set them aside until I'm done whatever I'm doing. And that is, maybe it sounds simple, but that is a skill that I have had to work on. And as a busy mom, I, think that probably other people have this as well. And so that's why I wanted to make a video about how I do meditation in just a few minutes a day. And it has helped me build that skill. And I think it has definitely increased the peacefulness and calm in my life. Now, that is obviously relative. At the time of this recording, I have 5 kids, ages 7.5 and under. So, I mean, our house is chaotic. It is, unless it is bedtime and everyone's asleep, there's always noise. It's chaos. And so sometimes the meditation looks different than it may traditionally look. I may be breastfeeding a baby. I may have a toddler on my lap. I may have kids climbing on my back. It may be loud. They're playing somewhere nearby. Or it may be that it is quiet. But I think embracing all of those different scenarios and practicing it is what has allowed me to be more present and then also have that peace and calm. So if those are things that you're looking for and you're wondering, is there any way I could ever have this as a mom of little kids? Like, yes, in relative to what you had before, yes, you could definitely get more. And this is one of the ways that I have found. So I wanted to take you through a quick meditation today. This is just one of the types that I have done before. I am right now seated on a yoga mat. I have my legs in a cross-legged position, and you could be sitting like that. You could be laying, you could be in a chair, you can be wherever or whatever is comfortable for you. And I will often rest my forearms on my knees, and you can also, and close my eyes. And you can also have your palms up or your palms down. Whatever is feeling good for you that day is awesome. And I will always start with doing a few nice deep breaths. So I breathe in through my nose, feeling the air go down into my belly, my ribs expanding wide in all directions, front, back, and sides. And then exhaling fully through my mouth. Audibly, often like it's like you're blowing out birthday candles, and thinking about the air coming up and out of your mouth through your, like from your belly all the way up, and then your ribs contracting down. So we're going to do a few breaths like that. So really big in through the nose, and then exhale everything out. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can also linger and pause at the top a little bit. So inhale and then pause before you exhale. There's that pause and then exhale. And I want you to keep doing a few more breaths. I'm just gonna talk here a little bit. One thing I like to think about with the breathing is breathing in all the good things that I want for that day or whatever's happening next. So maybe it's calm, peacefulness, maybe it's joy, excitement. And then on the exhale, exhaling all the things that I'm maybe not wanting for that day, whether it's stress, anxiety, overwhelm, yelling. So inhale all those good things. Pause at the top, and then exhale. And we'll do 2 more. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. And I like to do mantras with my meditations because I find it to be a really effective way to curate the thoughts in my mind and to focus on the qualities or the values that I want to have that day. So for today, the mantras are going to be, I am strong, I am confident, I am calm. And you can go to a normal breathing pattern and you can say those mantras out loud. You can think them in your mind. You can whisper them. Whatever's calling to you right now. I am strong. I am confident. I am calm. I am strong. I am confident. I am calm. I am strong. I am confident. I am calm. And we'll just do a few breaths, and you can keep going with those mantras. And if you notice that your thoughts wandered, maybe you started thinking about something else or you drifted away, that's okay. Like I said, it's all about it being a practice, and you just kind of bring it back. I am strong. I am confident. I am calm. I am strong. I am confident. I am calm. And then you can start to bring your mind back to the room you're in. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Squeeze some of the muscles in your arms and legs, and let your eyes float open. And so that's an example of a meditation that I can do. That was maybe 5 minutes or so. You could do something like that in as short as 1 or 2 minutes. And even that is worth doing, because I feel like it just gives you this sense of calmness and presence that, especially in moments of kids not listening or tantruming or like all of these things, it can be so, so beneficial. And so definitely subscribe for more videos. I have lots of movement demonstrations. I have mindset stuff. I am certainly will make more meditation videos if there's interest. So definitely, drop a like on this video, write me a comment, shoot me a DM on social media. But definitely subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a video. And I get it. I'm a busy mom, entrepreneur, physician, all these different hats. And life can get overwhelming at times, especially if your kids are small, but really no matter what age they are. And so imagine if even in a minute or 2 or 3, or if you have 5, amazing, but in those minutes, you were able to get your mind and your body in a place that feels calm and peaceful, and you feel confident to take on the rest of your day, and you're present and you're living life in the moment instead of getting to the end of your day thinking, what did I even do today? Imagine if that could happen, and then what doors would open past that for you. All right, like I said, subscribe, and I will link another video below for maybe a gentle stretch. That's a great combo with meditation. I love combining stretching with meditation because they're very mind-body amazingness as a busy mom. All right, everybody, follow for more. See you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye.